What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman, guys. Today I have a special guest with me, and that is my boy Wilson over here. He is one of my oldest friends and one of my oldest fishing buddies, and this is I think his first appearance on the channel, if I do think so myself, or if I am recalling my recent memories. I don't think he's been on it before, and I'm not really sure why, but today we're about to go after these fish. Wilson, he's ready to go. He's got the big swim bait rod. He went straight for it. But we're going out to this pond, and the pond that I'm fishing, or that we're gonna fish right here, it usually is super clear. Like, it's like Bahamas clear, and right now it's stained. They put these bubblers in here to try to kind of clear it up. There was like a dead algae bloom in here, and it stained it up really bad for like the last month or two. But I actually kind of drove by here the other night, and I saw a bunch of like 3, 4, 5 pounders cruising the bank. So I figured that we'd get in here and give it a shot. But you know, we had to drop the boat in here in a sketchy manner, but we got her in, and it's time to hop in the boat. So let's go ahead and rig up and find us a big one. We're gonna be strapping Wilson up with the old GoPro bra today. So let's get him strapped up. I handed it to him, and he looked at me like a confused duck or something. There you go.
All right. I mean,
strap her up. All right, he's rigged and ready to go, and off we go. Basically, this pond has no secrets to it. It's flat all the way across. It's like 5 or 6 feet. Yeah. There's a few little spots where there's some rock piles, but most of these fish just hug the bank and some of these tree lines, and they'll kind of just and they'll just kind of roam around in the middle randomly. We're going to be starting out with a jerkbait today, and I want to throw this kind of around these trees. I think this will do a good job of getting these kind of roaming fish to react and strike this thing. If we're not having any luck with this, I'll probably throw some or not random, I don't know why I said random, but I'll probably throw some search baits like a blade bait or an underspin or thing like that, and see if they'll smack that. But let's go ahead and fling this in this little pocket and see if I can't get something to come out and hammer this thing. Oh, there we go, got one. We are hooked up. First fish of the day on the old jerky jerk. We're gonna go ahead and bring her on here. Bring her on in here. This water's actually clearer than it looks. The bottom's just super stained right now. Like, it used to be like white sand, essentially. But right now there's some kind of green growth going on down there. But would y'all take a look at this bass? That is a complete football. I mean, this fish is so stinking fat. He's not the longest fish in the world, but I mean, he is filled up like a dang balloon. Check that out. But let's go ahead and toss this bad boy back on in here. Let him swim on and do his thing. On the board. You got one? Yep. Yeah, buddy, Wilson's on.
From the backlash to the fish.
Yes, sir. Another one probably about the same size, maybe a tad bit smaller, but also just another one, just crazy filled out right there.
Oh, she's thick. COVID-19, stay home if you're sick, come over if you thick. Oh.
Shoot. Here, I want you to try throwing this blade bait for a while, just while I throw this jerk bait, just to give him something else. Yeah. I would just literally just kind of straight reel it. There's a bunch of junk on the bottom. Every time I try to pause this thing, it just gets caught up with the stuff. I would just kind of just straight reel it like this. Yeah. You can try pausing it. If you see, I just paused it right there, and it just got stuff on it. But if you yo-yo it, it kind of pulls that stuff off of it. Okay. So I would try just yo-yoing it and just straight reeling it. If you just fire it straight out kind of towards that fountain, I'm not exactly sure where that is. There's a pile of rocks that these fish like to sit on out there somewhere. I'm not, just keep firing it that way. If they're on it, you'll eventually go over it and get one. There's a deer carcass in the water over there where a gator pulled one in.
Pulled one in there?
Yeah.
I bet there's some big deer out here. Oh, there's one.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, that's not a bad one. A little bit bigger than you thought.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
Yeah, yes sir. Well yeah, I'll get the net for that one. That's a fat one. Oh, bro, that is a really good fish. Yo, let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Grab that bad boy. Dude, these fish are so freaking fat.
Belly on that
like,
boy.
Turn her towards us so you can see the gut. Like, oh my gosh.
She's a thumper, all right. She's a thumper. I was telling Fletcher I'm lucky now. Might have to hit the lottery. Go on home, baby.
There she goes. Give me some, bro.
Let's go.
Well, let's get it.
A little 3-pounder.
Yes, sir. God. It's like more like a almost 4-pounder and a 2.5-pound body.
That's Zion Williamson as a baby. Switch now. Get in now. Blade bait to the moon. So I think that people want to know, Fletch, when are you entering the Bassmaster Classic?
You know, I think I'm making my grand appearance in 2022.
They have you as a plus 500,000 underdog. Does that light a fire under your ass?
Dude, I'm going to the moon, baby. I'm going to the moon. You know what? I'm gonna put the jerkbait up. For right now, I've fished with it for a while. We had luck with it like right out of the gate, caught those 2 fish, and since then I have had no luck. So I'm switching over to a blade bait. I got a little underspin on here that I gotta cut off. Wilson popped a nice one with it, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Got the bait blade ready to rock and roll. Let's just pitch this thing in here a few times, see if anything wants to come out and smack it. There's one. Up underneath. Oh no, it came off. Dang, I literally threw it into his dang mouth right there. There he is, got him. No, gosh. God, how did he come off? There we go, got one there. They're up under those trees. Toss it up against that tree line. That's the 3rd bite I've got under this. We'll probably go do the same thing to that tree line over there if they're gonna be sitting up under it like that. But fish number 2 for me. Smallest one so far, just a little squeaker. I'm looking for these big old thick girls and oh shoot, Wilson just shot his blade bait flying back at us. Almost had a Larry incident. Well, it's actually later in the day now. I had a meeting that I had to pull the boat out of the water for, but we're at a new spot. We're gonna get to it and try to find some fish over here, but we have about an hour of daylight left of fishing. So we hope we can get on them, but we're just not really sure what the fish are doing in this specific body of water. I fished out here like, I don't know, a month ago and absolutely hammered them in a few videos in a row. Me and Noah found these fish just stacked back here, just exploding on shad. And so far I haven't seen any shad, so I think they probably moved out, but hopefully we find them. But let's go ahead and get back to the action. You got one?
Yep, got one.
Yes.
Good one.
Good one?
Yeah.
Give me a nice little tug.
Oh, the crappie.
Oh, that's a big crappie. Goodness gracious.
Oh yeah. Hooked him right in the top of the mouth.
Dude, that's a slab right there.
That little boy. Mwah.
Dude, they put those in here like a few months ago, and I had never caught one, and I've been catching them like crazy now. Like left and right.
Love to fry him up. But today's your lucky day.
Ooh, that does not sound good. Ooh. Oh, that that sounds bad. It'll kind of work its way out. It'll grind its way out of there. Oh, I got one. I got a largemouth. There we go. I'm trying to get all this crustiness out of my reel. We got a bunch of dirt in it trying to get the boat out of the last pond, and it does not sound too hot right now, but that is a largemouth, and he's having like a seizure in my hand. He's like vibrating. We're on the fish. We got 2 crappie and a largie since we rolled up over here. Thanks for the bite, bud. I'm just gonna tie a blade bait on this, to be honest. That's really what I need to do, considering the other spinning rod lost its leader.
There's a good one.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
That seems like a good one, dude. That one's pulling a good bit of drag, it seems like.
Yep. He's thick.
Like net thick?
Potentially. I've kind of lost my sense of feel on this.
He's pulling pretty dang good. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Check that out.
That's a good one. There we are, folks.
Don't shake, don't shake, don't shake, don't shake.
Loaded.
Come on now.
There she goes.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
This is the Wilson Parada show today.
Yep. Welcome to Fletcher the Fisherman with your host, Wilson Parada, taking this boy to school, showing him how it's done. Oh, there she goes.
Give me some, brother.
Let's go.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Yeah, well, we're hooked up. He's flopping around on the end of the line, that's for sure. We got something. He's coming up. He's giving me a run for sure. Oh yeah, that's not a bad one. Not at all. He's giving me a tuggy tug. Oh, doubling up. Let's go. We got him fired up, boys. And we got some nice sized ones out here too on this point. Double trouble, how's your feel? Oh, that is a nice one. I think you got me beat here. Oh! Dang, that one was a good one.
That was a good one. I keep losing the good ones like at the last minute there.
You gotta work on your dangle. Oh gosh, here, I'll get that out for you in a sec. Let me throw this guy right back on in there. Did you get a good look at him?
Yeah, he was pretty big.
It's like 4? Maybe?
Maybe.
It was easily 7. That's a fish, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell. I don't think it's not fighting at all, or it's running right at me. It's tiny, whatever it is. I think it's a crappie, or yeah. This bank is loaded. It's just this one side. It's just loaded with crappie. Shoo. Yeah, it's cool. There's one. Got him. He's giving me a little tuggy. Shoo. Can't tell how big he is yet, but he's definitely pulling pretty dang good, by all means. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a solid fish. Probably in that 2-pound range. Maybe not. He's not quite 3, I don't think. He's definitely a solid 2 though. Check that out. Destroyed it too. That is a solid little bass. Let's get him back in. There's like some concrete or something around this buoy. like some chunk concrete. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, there we go. A second one over here. This one's a tad bit smaller, but he is feisty. He's flopping all over the place, trying to throw this thing right back at me. Come on in. And on that note, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And if you want to know a little bit more about the boat that I was using in today's video, and a lot of videos I've made in the past, I actually just made an updated review on it. So make sure to check that video down in the description below. I actually just partnered with a company that makes the boat, Freedom Electric Marine. So if you want a $100 discount on the boat, use code FTF100. But as always, fashion is a passion. Peace